labeling theory.
The labeling theory is all about how other people are categorized. For example, I'm Kevin.
Labeling theory views deviance as a process of interaction between those who violate norms and those who impose social control. In this view, why some people become tagged as deviant is important. Some people represent the forces of law and order, or are able to impose definitions of morality upon others. These people do most of the labeling. Thus, labeling represents a form of social control.
Generally, when someone is labeled as deviant, they're stigmatized by teachers, peers, institutions. They may even lapse into further deviant or criminal behavior.
Now, if you continually call your little brother stupid, he may start to believe that he is stupid and act accordingly.
Hey, Eric, do you want to come outside and play some ball with me, big brother?
Shut up, stupid!
Why won't you look at me?
Two terms help us to understand this labeling theory. Those terms are primary deviance and secondary deviance.
Primary deviance is some act which is the catalyst for a label to be given to an individual. This act may not violate important norms, but it nonetheless resulted in some social control.
Secondary deviance is when an individual labeled deviant, regardless of the extent or existence of past deviance, actually fulfills his new label and displays deviant acts. This is almost like some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy.
For example, stealing a car could be a primary deviation if charges were pressed and the courts handed down a suspended sentence. After that, if the thief couldn't get a job because of his criminal record, then he might start stealing again to make money. This would be secondary deviance. Got it? Okay. Now let's shift right over into another theory for explaining deviance, the differential association theory. Differential association theory is kind of like a monkey see, monkey do theory. Differential association asserts that individuals commit deviant acts due to continual exposure to others who violate norms and laws.
This theory is suggesting is that if you hang out with a gang of hoodlums, it is likely that you will also act like a hoodlum or become a hoodlum. Now, according to the differential association theory, being exposed to deviant behavior on a regular basis by those who are considered important is what makes someone deviant. Does this mean if you are exposed to deviance all the time, that you will end up engaging in deviant behavior?
Well, that seems like a pretty fishy theory if you ask me. I think we can sleep easy. I mean, really, behavior is learned as people interact. However, the more important the relationship is to those involved, and the more closely those involved directly identify with one another, the higher the probability that they will learn from one another.
Do all cops become deviant after being continuously exposed to criminals or corrupt cops? No, because good cops identify against bad cops.